So I'm just sitting here with the spotlight. Doesn't look like anybody's gonna be getting much sleep tonight.
Hey, what are you doing?
I am getting ready to attempt to clean our bottom. So, haven't worn this in a little while. A little snug. But I'm getting ready to go clean our bottom because we're getting ready to do our passage to the Keys, and it's going to be a good 22-hour hike. So I need to go ahead and finish cleaning it so that when we're going there, we have as little drag as possible. Because I think on the way down here, we needed a bottom job, but it wasn't that bad. But I noticed that even when we were sailing, we were only really getting about 4.5 knots. So I'm gonna give it a good cleaning before we go so that we can get as much speed as we can and be as efficient as possible, and we don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna see how this works.
Yeah.
We're still in Smokehouse Bay, so the water's a little murky, but
and definitely a lot colder than what we're used to, which is why you haven't worn your wetsuit, which apparently you lost 50 pounds.
Yeah, I lost a good considerable amount of weight. This is a little slack on me now. Ever since Madeline switched our diets and started cooking with that stuff, I lost quite a bit of weight. So there's a little slack. So hopefully I'll still stay warm and I won't need a new dive suit. But yeah, so I'm just getting all geared up so that I can go down, get our bottom clean, and basically wrap this up. And then I'm kind of excited about it. It's got me motivated because we're headed to the Keys.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Now, if it wasn't so bad and it wasn't such a long passage, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just clean it while I'm there because I know the water's going to be like a billion times clearer. So
and warmer.
I'm just going to, but I need to make sure that it's clean before we go. And make sure I don't have any obstructions on the prop or on the rudder or anything like that, so that everything's going to be working smooth.
Sweet.
So get all my tools and woohoo, let's do this.
So while Patrick is getting ready to go clean our bottom, I am passage planning.
He said I'm going to clean your bottom.
I am doing some passage planning food, since it's gonna take us about 24 hours to get there, 24 hours. So of course we have a lot of snack stuff like nuts and chips and crackers, but those are not really healthy. So I'm gonna try and put together a few meals that we can have either cold or fire up the generator for a short amount of time if the water's not too rough, and we can heat them up. So some of my ideas definitely is to have like cheese and crackers, but since we're plant-based, I make my own cheese, and I thought we had more than what we did. So I'm gonna make a recipe. I age it, so I have to cook it. So I have here, I'm getting ready to cook mine, and this is what it looks right before I cook it, and then I'll put them in a wheel and dry age it for a day or two, and it turns out just like you're eating cheddar, and we can have that with crackers. We can use them for burgers, sandwiches, wraps. I'm really interested to see what kind of things you guys do for your passage. I was gonna do like an Italian pasta salad, and because that's something that we can keep in a little fridge and it's kind of easy to grab too, especially with some wraps. But I want to know, what do you guys like eating on passage? What do you do? Sometimes I get stumped and I get tired of just almonds and stuff. But anyway, here's my cheese before I cook it, and I'll show you the process. So it gets really thick, and then I mix it. It's been aging. So I am going to mix it with some items that will make it dry and set. I already have some Parmesan cheese that I made for us in case we make pasta. So once it's cooking, I'll show you some more.
All right, well, that was a lot harder than it needed to be. Found out I'm in a lot worse shape than I thought I was in because I'm exhausted. Madeline had to pull the dinghy up with the rope ladder just so I could get in. I was so tired. But then again, I didn't realize how hard I was working down there trying to swim. It'll be much easier once I get my scuba gear back and I can just kind of float along. But I was fighting with my buoyancy and stuff, so it's pretty rough and scrubbing. But yeah, so these are all the little things that we're cleaning out the bottom of the boat. As you can see, they grow. They're alive. They're like little miniature shrimp. See? They're all alive. And they grow in that stuff. Rinse right off, so we're good. But I gotta clean myself off before I get back in the boat, so, and then go take a shower so I can have all of them out of me. But that's why I wear earplugs, because all those little things will get in your ears. So you want to make sure that you keep, you know, I can wear a hoodie and all that stuff so I ain't got to worry about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower. So again,
Stupid tall people, man. Hitting their head everywhere, I swear.
this time it wasn't that bad though. Just on the back of my head. So we're good. So Madeline is taking care of me.
First aid, take first aid, CPR.
Yeah. And all I want to do is go take a shower and get all those little creepy crawlies off of me.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. Finally, the moon came out. Oh, wow, what a relief, because now we were able to avoid all those crab pots that we couldn't see. And all we had ahead of us now was just a long, windless, and rolly night. So we're just going to motor sail the rest of the way to the Keys and try to enjoy it. So what a beautiful sunrise after a beautiful sunset. Camera can't do it justice. It's absolutely beautiful. But this water though, just wow. As you can see, we still got some following seas. I'm done with my night shift and Madeline is starting her morning shift to take us the rest of the way through until we get to the channel by Boca Chica.
Yay! Good morning, Florida Keys! It was the...
That's enough of that. We gotta go.
It was the worst night, I think. It was really rolly and I went through the worst 5 nautical miles of my life with, I'm not even kidding you, there must have been 2,000 or 3,000 crab pots.
Yeah, 30 miles offshore.
It gave me a full-blown panic attack and Patrick was like, listen, go up there, shine on them, we'll evade them, and then go take a nap and come back out at morning. So he actually took my midnight shift. I have the best husband ever. So I could kind of try and sleep through that. And Now it's morning, it's my turn. Now I get the rest until we get there. What it looks like we'll get there around 1:30. So I'll do a double now. My turn. But this is beautiful. Beautiful. Like, I wish you could tell the color of the water. It's like shimmery turquoise with glitter. It's perfect. Guess who made it to Key West? Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah! Whoop, whoop. Since we got here, couldn't help but, do a little bit of sailing on our way to the marina.
I know. It's like we've been motor sailing the entire time. I just wanted to sail some, but because of the current, we still have to motor sail, but at least we can have the sails out. This morning, we couldn't even have the sails out. It was so bad. That's a power trip. Power trip.
Fried shrimp. Shrimp grill. So one of the things here at the military base marina, when you go to get a mooring ball, you actually have to provide your own hooks. So what I do is I use my bridle and connect it to the mooring ball. That way I can just go ahead and when you come out here with your dinghy, you hook up your attachment, and then you go back and get your boat, and then you bring your boat out here and then tie it off. So yeah, now it's time to go back to the boat so I can get some food, because that was a long passage and I am tired.
Thank you for watching this week's video. I really hope you're still enjoying everything. Keep the comments and questions coming. We'll try to answer them as fast as we're getting them. If you haven't done so, subscribe on YouTube, and also make sure that you follow us. And if you really like us, consider becoming a Patreon. The link will be right below. Otherwise, see you next week. Bye.